What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard. And this is going to be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement reading. So, as always, eat the meat, spit out the bones, take a resonate, leave the rest behind. Gemini, you guys are going to start getting daily videos from me. So, be on the lookout. You and Aries and my energy collective are going to be daily readings from now on. So, yay! I've just decided that, you know what, I'm going to just focus on these two and throw in other additional signs kind of sporadically, you know. Yeah, so let's get started with this reading, Gemini. I am feeling this mercurial energy, which is good for Gemini. You guys are ruled by Mercury. You guys could be in like a transitional phase in your life. Well, the Magician here. Yeah, definitely some type of manifestation transformations here. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. There could be like some hesitations or reservations. Maybe you're leaving someone there, or it's like if you're leaving a job, maybe there's someone at your job that you're gonna miss because you're, you know, moving on to bigger, better things. If this is a relationship, maybe you're gonna miss like your ex's like best friend or his parents. Maybe, you know, sometimes when you break up with someone, you're like, damn, like I really like his mom now, but oh well. But it could be something like that. You'll get over it. Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles here. I think this is a time for you to really reflect and look in areas of your life where you've been maybe immature, or you felt immature, or the Devil here with the Ten of Pentacles here. It's a fear of not getting this happy, abundant life here. Overly attached to the idea of not having a happy family, not having a legacy, not having a succession when it comes to like money and stability here, or not having enough to take care of the people you love here. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you know, just bankruptcy, you know, something like that. It could be a fear of lacking financial resources. Or someone could be afraid of that for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. What is it, Amazon? Girl, if my package is not outside, don't be texting me. All right. Let's see here. The Empress in reverse. Yeah. Drain. Overgiving. Someone here who has been... You've been going through it, Gemini. I feel like you haven't had the same level of pour in to you as you do to other people here. Like, you could be feeling like, I keep feeling like this word has, I don't know, I've never heard this term before, but I call it lopsided love, where like the person loves you, right? Like there is genuine love there, but it's lopsided because you could be someone who, you know, you're a very quick thinker, you're a very innovative person, you're very good with communication, you're very good with handling multiple things and processing things really quickly and moving around. You're a mutable sign. You're like the boss's favorite little, like, you know, what they call them? People pleasers. You know what I mean? Like, you are the best example of a people pleaser because you are adaptable, you're malleable, you are durable, and you're reliable. So people here really, I really love Palo Santo, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. I've been burning Palo Santo sticks like fucking crazy. I've only had this one for like not even a week. I got this shit Sunday. She didn't even make it till fucking Friday. Like, po baby. Anyway, you could be feeling like this, like you're just an overgiver. And now it's time for you to take back your power, reclaim your energy, and pour into thyself. The Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You definitely could be leaving the Lovers here and the Hierophant. Damn. Hierophant showing up in two different situations here. Your spirituality is guiding you towards love and away from lack mindset. Okay, that makes sense. So your spirit here wants you to navigate from a mindset of lack, poverty, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It wants you to move away from that. And it wants you to move towards love, coming into divine union and self-love. When we focus on self-love, we attract all other forms of love, okay? So when you love yourself more, those relatives may reach out and start to, you know, if you want them to, right? Of course, it's all consensual here. But when you start loving yourself more, other people are going to pick up on that energetically, and they're going to like want to reach out to you because they're going to see you as a good supply source of love and healing. And love is the healing agent in the universe. So the more you love yourself, the more you take care of yourself and honor your body, honor your temple, work on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually. You know what I mean? Like all of that stuff. Like work through your shit right now. Especially during this Mercury retrograde. We got the new moon coming up on the 20th. So like in 6 days, you have a week to get your shit in like alignment here, and like use this new moon as an opportunity to really lock in some new health habits, some new eating habits, some new workout routines. Incorporate something new into your routine that pours back into you. All right. Okay, since you want to come out. Oh, I saw this at the bottom of the deck earlier. The King of Wands in reverse here. So, ooh, shit. There's a disconnect here with this King of Wands in reverse. I don't know if this is you or this is a masculine energy here, but this is someone here who feels a little defeated. This is someone here who could be feeling a little possessive-wessive. This person does not appreciate your new sense of pouring into yourself. This could be the drainer. So you could have been dealing with a masculine energy here that was either like a boss, someone here who was very... This person saw you as someone who was a people pleaser, someone that they could manipulate, someone who would be a yes man, yes woman. And this person likes to surround themselves with people like that because they're really easy to manipulate and get them to do things for them. So this person, I'm not saying this person doesn't respect you or love you or anything like that. But with the, this person, this could be a boss. For some reason, just for a lot of you guys, this was your work. This was your boss. Some of you, this could have been like a father figure or an older male or an older boyfriend. Maybe you was in a... Hold on, what's this King of Pentacles? Okay, never mind. Hold on. There's another nigga here, too. The King of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, there's a lot of masculine energy looking at you. If you're a feminine, you have a lot of masculine energy looking at you. The King of Cups and the Emperor here, I'm loving this. This is like emotionally healthy, mature, loving, go-getters. People who know what they want in life. People who aren't afraid. They both sit on their thrones. The King of Cups is a very emotionally open. This is someone who doesn't run from vulnerability. This is someone who knows how to handle your emotions. Who's going to sit there and cry with you on the phone. This someone is also someone who knows how to handle their business. Like they're not missing no money. They ain't letting nothing walk away from the table. For some reason, I feel like you just need to really focus on you at this moment. Because, like I said, this could be a job. One could be a lover. It could be the same person and just different aspects of themselves. Take it how it resonates. But I do see you have been looking into maybe walking away from some type of... Like I said, you're in a transitional phase. You are in a transitional phase of your life right now in this moment. I need you to understand that. So it's probably not wise for you to start... Well, I ain't going to say that because that may not be true. I'm going to say maybe it's not a good time to start dating new people. But it's a transitional time, so it seems like this would be the best time, really. So maybe just keep your options open. Don't lock down on anything too soon. Like with Mercury retrograde, don't get yourself caught up in like super serious long-term commitments. because Mercury is very in and out energy. So you may be all in today, but tomorrow you may not feel the same way, or 2 weeks you may not feel the same way. Mercury retrogrades only from the 9th to the 29th. So shit, here comes December and you don't even care no more. You're not even feeling this energy. You're not feeling this job. So just be mindful of that here. Let's see. But yeah, continue to focus on you. Continue to grow good habits. The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is you like literally taking it slow, self-love, pouring back into yourself, really discovering who you are. You're not, Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. I know that's right. Listen, if you are in a relationship that just ended or a relationship that's rocky, go ahead and end that shit right now. I'm telling you, you got the clear go ahead from Spirit. With the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands, you got something better coming towards you. If this is love, if this is a job, if this is any kind of situation where you are like not feeling like you are getting what you need, you have the spiritual okay to move forward. Ace of Cups, Three of Wands. I was literally just on the phone with a friend talking about this today, and it's so funny because they were like, I want to get a reading, and I was like, okay, well, we got to finish recording today, but like in the evening I have more free time. And I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna make a video right now, so maybe you won't. So like, it's kind of funny that like this definitely is resonating with a wide group of people here, including myself as well. I always find myself in my readings. I don't know, that maybe it helps me stay anchored, I guess. But what I'm also seeing is, it's okay for you to give to yourself, to pour into yourself at this time with this Page of Cups, and also have some fun. Like, go out there, shake your ass, shake your tail feather, go have you some fun, do something. Okay, what's the Seven of Swords and this Nine of Swords? Oh, okay. We were having this conversation, not to tell all their business out, but sometimes when you are burnt out from working or being in a relationship and you take a break, you start to feel guilty for switching up, for changing, right? Maybe you left a situation because there was an imbalance here. Sometimes your brain, the ego, will start to make you feel guilty because it doesn't like change. It doesn't like to change. It doesn't want things to change. Not because they think it's better. It's just because it's unfamiliar, and the ego craves familiarity over growth. It's a limiting. The ego is your limited belief systems, pretty much, and expansion causes tension for the ego. So that's why I can always tell whenever I'm about to level up, because things in my life start to get real crazy. Like, there's always a bunch of chaos. There's a bunch of infighting in the family. There's a bunch of people like start losing their minds on me for no fucking reason. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is everybody losing their shit? It's like, oh shit, I'm leveling up. And it's like you're sitting here, everything is feeling real tight. The walls are suffocating you. You're worried about money. You're worried about things you haven't even thought about in years. You're starting to forget certain things that you normally don't forget. And then all of a sudden, you look up and you're like, damn, I feel like a completely new person. You are leveling up at this time in your life. And you are not going to recognize yourself 2 years from now. You're going to look back on this day. I want you to remember this. I really want you to remember this. I promise you. November 14th, Friday, November 14th. In 2 years, on whatever day that will be, on the 14th of November, 2027, you are going to be like, wow, my mindset has changed. My body has changed. Everything about you will be completely different, except your soul and like your personality. That's really good. But you are in this Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. It is like you are shifting into a season of just prosperity and abundance. With this Page of Cups, you have the go-ahead from the universe to leave behind this negative energy, this version of yourself that doesn't take care of you. This version of yourself that puts you last. This version of yourself that can't say no to people. This version of yourself that is self-sacrificing overly. The version of yourself that lacks boundaries. The version of yourself that doesn't trust their gut. The version of yourself that loves, craves approval from other people. The version of yourself that feels, guilty about setting boundaries and being happy. Like, no more of that. No more of that shit. No more needing to explain why you do what you do, when you do what you do, and like who you do it with. Like, we grown. We grown, okay? Like, bitch, we grown. You're not explaining yourself to nan motherfucker, okay? Nan nigga. Nobody has to question you about shit you do because you own all your shit already. Bitch, stay out my cup, okay? You know what I mean? Get out my cup, get out my blunt, get out my face. Don't worry about what's in my fucking face. Don't worry about what I'm doing at home. Don't worry about who's over here. Bitch, you not over here. Don't worry about it. Go back to your house over there. That's where you live. Go pay them motherfucking bills. Don't worry about the shit over here. This is my address. That's why my name's on the mailbox. Don't worry about what's going on over here. You know? And motherfuckers just press from your past. This motherfucker want a reunion with you, but they're so bothered, but they cannot get near you because you have this like aura of like self-love protection all around you, and it's just like it's knocking bitches off you like just left and right. Like the more you just like, I'm feeling you are walking into something here that a lot of people wish that they could experience. And these people who you thought were supposed to be your ride or die, you're going to know why they die. You're going to know why. You're going to know why because I'm telling you, 2 years from now, you are going to be a whole new man, a whole new woman. You may be a man who became a woman. You may be a woman who became a man. I don't know. Shit. Go up. But whatever you do become, or whoever you're becoming, is the person you've always deep down knew you were. You are always meant to love the life you live. And you are finding joy, you're finding peace, you're discovering it, you're grateful for it, and you're spreading love. You are not someone here who is, it's been 17 minutes, I've only pulled 3 cards. I am really channeling this message for somebody here who needs to hear this. No cap. Okay? You are divine. Okay? And not only are you divine, you've been doing the work. So there's no need to feel bad. Okay? It's time for you to allow the universe to bring into you all this shit. This 6 of Wands here in reverse, this hollow success, this fear of whatever this is that you are projecting, you need to let go of that. Because that's just the devil here. This 3 of Cups is Temperance in reverse energy. People not celebrating for you, people being unhappy for your success. That's not real. Yes, there's going to be some people, for some people, yes. But this 6 of Wands in reverse here, I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to change your perspective. I'm going to flip it right up. So I want you to see, because the 6 of Wands is still a 6 of Wands. You need to look at this from a different point of view, a different angle. Yes, you're walking away from some people here. Yes, you can't have the neighborhood come to the new crib with you. No, your mama and your daddy may not ever understand why you did what you did or do what you do. Maybe they won't get on board with the surgery. Maybe they won't, whatever. But you have divine union and a loving counterpart here with this King of Cups here. This is someone here who is not bullshitting. This is someone here who is very practical, wise, loving, all the good things. They have flaws, of course. They're human. They could be a little rigid. But this is someone here who understands your spiritual journey and who wants to be a part of it. And when you really accept that you are going through a spiritual awakening, and this journey here is meant to really catapult you into like a higher timeline, all the people that you love are going to naturally shake out of your life. And it sucks. I'm going through it right now. It's not fun. It's not fun to lose people that you truly love in your life because they won't grow, because they want to stay in lack mindset, because they want to stay on the clearance rack. You know what I mean? They want to stay on the clearance rack. You trying to get, you know, you not, you know, you said shit. No, bitch, this is designer. I'm not on no motherfucking clearance rack. You know? So we're changing our perspective of, you know, yes, this is a very transformative, scary time. With the Page of Cups, you're feeling like a newbie. You're feeling very novice, but it's okay. I am too, and we can get this, and we can go through this together, you know? You're not alone. That's the thing you need to realize. You're not alone. You may feel alone, but you're not alone. That is the reason for this channel, is to build a community of us, our soul tribe, our cosmic gang. The people who are in the comments leaving beautiful, wonderful posts of like inspiration to the others. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Thank you. The people who, you know, like, this isn't just about me, okay? This is about all of us. This is about you guys, and I want you to feel at home when you come and click on my videos. Like, this is your big brother, this is cuz, this is uncle, this is nephew, this is somebody in your family that is talking to you with love and compassion here. Because that's all I got for you guys, is love and compassion. The Three of Cups and Judgment here. So yeah, like I said, fuck these people. These people didn't want to wake up. They want to still go out to the bars and drink every night. You know, maybe you got a ex-lover who you really care for, but you can't get close to them because they're at the bars every night and you don't go out to the bars. You're not sitting up, you know, in the clubs, and, you know, you're a homebody. I'm not saying you won't go out to the clubs every now and then, but you're not going out to the bars every fucking night. You're not sitting at a different bar to watch this game on Tuesday. You got to get to this place for the show on Wednesday night. Then Thursday night, and it's just like, what is the point? Like, they're so empty. You're just shuffling through life, never processing or dealing with anything, you know? And it's all for show. It's all for show. But you are doing the hard work. And because you did the hard work and you're still doing it, and you have hard work to be done coming up, to much is given, much is required. Okay? So you will be given many blessings, but it will require a lot from you. 'Tis the nature of the universe. To much is granted, much must bestowed onto the others. You are the catalyst that brings equity into this world. The new future of wealth and prosperity has to be shaped by people who have a giving, kind heart, not these tyrannical, capitalistic jackasses that just want to make money and they don't care about people. Like, you know, I always remember like that one line and like that one song. It's like, yeah, you got a meal, but for real, dog, nobody cares if you don't share. You don't donate to charity. People who could barely eat, no shoes on their feet. You know, like, self-centered humans are the root of all evil. And the world needs to be reshaped in the image of selflessness, of equity, of making things more fair and balanced for all kinds of people. That's the kind of world I want to live in. And so we got to work our asses off to achieve the capital we need to create that. You know? I don't know. I'm just talking. I ain't trying to be no, you know, I ain't no Marxist and none of that shit like that. I'm just talking. But I honestly feel like that's what we need. We need less people concerned with profit and more people concerned with people. Because we've put profits over people. And that's not good. That's not healthy. That's not smart. You know? So I call attention to that. All right. Damn, guys. I love this reading. I just really got on my soapbox, didn't I? But you know what? It's okay. That's what YouTube is all about, giving people a platform. And I appreciate mine. I appreciate those that come and click on it. And if you want to show your support, Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And if you want, sign up for a personal reading. The description will be in the inbox. Alright. So let's see here. I just really want you to feel empowered when you watch this video. That's my main message here. You've been through a lot. Okay, who are these two people? Seven of Cups in reverse and the Three of Wands here. Somebody is locked in on you. Who is this? This King of Cups in reverse now. Like I said, you got lots of people looking at you. And they just don't have to wait their time. Shit. If they get one, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, lots of men in your energy field, ladies. I don't know what you're doing, but you are about to have, you're going to be beating them off with a stick. The King of Cups came out again. Oh my God, this King of Cups in reverse. There's a masculine energy here that is very, I don't know. He could feel a little bit intimidated by you. You could be out earning him, outperforming him. Like, yeah, with the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is a man who, his masculinity is a little threatened by you. Maybe that's why the King, the Six of Wands came up in reverse. Meanwhile, you over here getting the bless up of a life, and you worried about some ninja who jealous of what you got, trying to build with his stupid ass. Yeah, can him. Can him. He gonna have to get over it. Well, the therapy shit. I ain't trying to be cold, but jealousy is a very nasty energy, and it's an emotion. I really hate feeling like. I remember I saw a picture of my my fraternity brothers, and they were like, I guess I felt left out. Okay, I really felt left out, and I was jealous because like they stayed in, and I just like had to think to myself, like, well, you didn't really try that hard to like stay connected with them. You guys have like, as you get older, you kind of realize that, okay, like these are people who have very different beliefs than I do. So you kind of naturally kind of fade out. Things happen here. But to see it just made me feel jealous, and I was like this guilty, nasty, icky feeling in my soul, and I just hated feeling that way. Oh, I hated feeling that way. I really hated feeling that way. I just like metacognitively, I was like, I do not like this feeling. I do not want to feel like this. This is not a good feeling to express. And I remember the next week in therapy talking to my therapist about that, and like it was like I told him, like, I rarely feel like jealous like that. Like I really do, but that one just really hit me. And you get like normal jealousy, like you ever had like someone you like not like you, but they like someone else in front of you, so you kind of like that, like normal like childhood jealousy. You see somebody with a nicer body or a car. Maybe you just started working out at the gym. Stuff like that. Like little shit that we just normally go through. But this hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like soul crushing. And I was like, I don't ever want to feel like that again. And it really took me a while to process what I was experiencing. And it was a mixture of like, the jealousy was a secondary emotion of like the rejection and abandonment trauma of like not being invited, not feeling important enough in these people who you thought, like a betrayal almost, you know what I mean? 29. And that really helped me process it. So yeah, you could really be getting under someone's flesh here just by you being you. And there's not that person did nothing wrong to me. First of all, this person did nothing wrong. They're not bad people. I don't hate them or anything. It was just really hard to look at that because it just reminded me of like it was like it reminded me of like a group of people that I was no longer around anymore. And it wasn't because of anything that they did or I did. It was just that as we evolve and as we grow, sometimes Facebook has a way of letting us look into the past and see things. And maybe you had a different vision of what your future looked like back then. When you're pledging a fraternity and you're like 20, 19 years old, you're like, yeah, these are my brothers. They're telling you all this shit. Like, these are going to be the men that fucking like carry your casket and all this shit. And then you're like 35, you don't even talk to them motherfuckers anymore. And, a lot of them still hang out with each other. But, I mean, let's just be honest. I was a black boy, one of a few in a white fraternity. So, they have a lot of them have very different views. What I say when I was in school, it was a different political climate back then anyway. It wasn't so divisive as it is now. We were a lot cooler, there wasn't any problems. I wasn't the only one. But it was just kind of like, when you are a black kid that goes to mostly white schools growing up, you kind of just stick to what you know. And it wasn't like I don't like black people, none of that shit. It was just none of the black fraternities was trying to rush me. And the white fraternities were the ones that I knew because they were the ones that my friends from high school's older brothers was in and shit. So that's what I went. You know what I mean? So it was all about proximity. And no longer being in proximity with them and being in more proximity with people who I'm more aligned with now. My more spiritually evolved, people melanated or non-melanated. I don't really give a fuck. I'm cool with all kinds of people. That's my, group now. And it's just kind of like that Six of Wands in reverse was you in that mindset of like, yeah, nothing happened, but like, damn, I still miss those people. And it was like, you can still carry the love for them, but it's changed. It's transmuted. It's more like a fondness than more like a reaching out and being like, let's go see a movie tomorrow. Does that make sense? But with the King of Cups here in reverse, there could be someone here who sees your glow up as a affront to them, right? This could be, honestly, this is giving somebody here who once really had a romantic interest in you. And maybe you felt some spark with this person as well. But this person is giving you like a rough time. This person wants to give you a rough time. It's like this person wants to humble you. You can run into that a lot. I feel like a lot of successful women who have I can't speak for y'all because I'm not one. So you let me know in the comments. But it seems like from what I see on TikTok and other platforms, which is probably not a realistic ideal view, I'll give you that. But from what I gather, from what I hear, is like, sometimes men feel intimidated when women outperform them in the work arena or, office or whatever. So, one will try to humble one. A man will try to humble a woman somehow or for whatever reason, or, dismiss her work as trivial or not as important as his, or, they will feel like this false sense of like this false security within like themselves or something to put a woman down. Like, yeah, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it could be something like that where this person wants to, let it be known that like, you're not the most desirable thing just because you're successful and you're pretty and you smell good and your nails done and you don't need me to do anything for you. And, like I was watching this one video and it was like, there was this man talking about how, he was expressing like how it's hard to date nowadays. He said because a lot of women don't need men to feel protected or something like that. I couldn't really, I don't know. But I was just listening. I listen. I want to understand what's going on in the hetero worlds. Like, You know, what y'all be doing? And so I be listening. And sometimes, you know, I can't stand when people start doing the all men or all women this narrative, because I'm like, oh my God, we're doing the all or nothings. Like that's so played out. The all men do this, the all women do that. Podcasters need to just be like canceled, because there's exceptions. They're not exceptions. Everyone is different. So your dynamic, or what you used to, isn't necessarily the only way. Now, I always say, in my experience, what I have noticed, what I have seen, is a lot of people that I have seen in this scenario, like, say shit like that. That makes you sound more intelligent and more, you know, able to, like, actually have a intelligent conversation about a topic. But when you start, oh, all women or all men, like, you lose me automatically. So, for all you podcasters out there, that's something to think about. But who am I? I'm just some bitch. So what I'm seeing here is, back to the reading, the Empress in reverse with the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, somebody here, you give, and you get very little back in return. You know, there's like breadcrumbing ass energy here. This King of Wands and this Knight of Wands. So this is someone who, this is like a boss bitch baby, where this is someone who likes to like flex their muscles, act like they really know what they're doing. But, you know, they're just very reckless. They're very impulsive. They're just a shitty ass person. And here you are in this Page of Cups, but you have the Four of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you are opening up to the idea of accepting what the universe is trying to offer you. A love connection here. Ooh, the echo. The echo means I'm channeling. Okay, so what do you need to do for this? The Six of Swords. Six of Wands. Six of Swords, go towards it. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you here. Be quiet also. I'm taking time to pause because I want to say this correctly. Sometimes when we are really experiencing abundance and we're experiencing prosperity and we're so happy, we want to share it with the whole world, right? We want to go to Facebook and post our our first date pictures. We want to go and post our new job. We want to go post our interview. We want to go post our fit for the this. And you get 200 likes, you'll get 300 likes, you'll get 57 comments, you'll get sometimes 5, you'll get 3 or 1, whoever, depending on how your social media works, but there's always an invisible group of people who are what I call hate watching, pocket watching, monitoring spirits, and they want to piss on your parade. And I've learned, as someone who's very receptive to energy, is that we have a tendency to sometimes pay attention or tune in to the 6 or 7 negative Nancys in our spirit environment instead of the thousands of loving souls pouring into you. And they could really fuck with some of us here. And the High Priestess, in my opinion, see how I did that? I always say my opinion. The High Priestess here this is a spiritual warning to really be prudent about what you post when you post it. For example, 40 minutes on the clock. Let's say you're going to the Bahamas, okay? You know, while you're at the Bahamas, maybe you don't post pictures of you there on location because, you know, I learned this when I went to Hawaii. Your house is vacant, okay? You got a little funky ass rain cam, but ain't nobody there. So people know you in Bahamas and they know that you're single and you live alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think like that nowadays. I don't, but someone was like, you know, oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, wait to post your pictures when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Think about, I don't know if, like, you know, I'm not a big hip hop rapper kind of person. I'm in my mid 30s, so I don't know a lot of these young people. But I think about a lot of these rappers. I can't tell you their name. Don't ask me. But I hear the stories. You know, they go on FaceTime, they go live, and they ops pull up on location. They're like, oh, that nigga at the Waffle House on Peach. Okay, you know what I mean? And they over here, you know, sharing their joy, their happiness. You know, they just bought a new chain or whatever they was doing. You know, and there was someone hate watching them that got a lot of smoke, got a lot of hate, and a lot of guns, and a very short fuse, and a crash out dummy. There's not a shortage of crash out dummies in 2025 with this educational system and administration. Anyway, Hangman here. Okay, I like this energy. I really do. I really do. I really do. Because even though this King of Cups is in reverse, this could be a partner that is going through a little bit of jealousy here, or this could be a potential suitor, lover, whomever, and they are learning to process that. To really, we live in a society here that teaches women to always, you know, be submissive, right? Or they used to teach that, I guess, right? I don't know. But, like, you know, it's nothing for a woman. It's almost expected that the man makes more than a woman, right? Like, that's like, you know, it's supposed to be like that for some reason. Probably because of, you know, patriarchal gender norms and shit from how things were and how we're trying to get more equity and shit. But we're still behind because shit like that takes time. Blah, 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 blah. But, you know what I mean? So, like, a woman dating a man that makes more money than her, like, that's a flex. But to a man dating a woman who makes more than him, that could be a little bit of a blow to the ego. You know what I mean? Because men are supposed to be the the providers, you know, and there's more than one way to provide. You know, monetary, you know, provisions or contributions are very, you know, important. But also, this person here with the Hangman is learning to look at this from a different angle here. So maybe this is someone who has a more flexible schedule, so they're able to do more of the, you know, domestic family stuff here. So maybe you have to work all day and you can't pick the kids up from daycare. Or maybe because you have your partner or your future partner could have a flexible schedule. This person could work from home and you guys don't have to worry about daycare. Imagine, I mean, I don't give a fuck how much money you make. Saving $2,000 a month on not having to take a 1-year-old to daycare to get, you know, and still have to worry about them getting diddled is like a flex. Let's just be honest. It's scary. You hear all these stories. I mean, body cam footage is all on the tube, and it just gets sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. And sometimes it don't even have to be in daycare. It's in the home. It's like I just saw this one video where, like, it was just, oh my god, I can't even, like, just sometimes I'm like, yeah, I hope the world does end soon because there are some sick fucks in this fucking. Okay, anyway, moving on. You know, this could be someone here who has a change of perspective and be like, you know what? Yeah, my baby make more money than me, but you know what? I get to contribute in a different way. This allows me to show up at home. I get to help my girls with their homework. I get to help the kids, process their emotions from like the school day. And, that's really important too. And I think we need to also normalize men having responsibilities to actually show up for their families in more than just a financial way. Like, let's normalize, dads helping their children process their feelings and emotions, especially their boys. Like, let's normalize, fathers contributing in non-monetary ways in the household and not being ridiculed for it. Like, can we please do that? Because I think that would like really make a lot of men feel important again. Like, not that that's really like what I'm focused on, is trying to make someone else feel important when they've never really tried to go out of their way to make other people feel important. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not a man bashing channel. I am a man, but I'm also not really. Let's stick to tarot. Okay, 45. You are in a dynamic here that to some may not seem conventional, but you need to understand that like you don't need to post shit online for validation. You are that bitch. Not because you have 300 likes, or not because you have 40 likes, or 3 likes, or 6 comments. You're that bitch because you were always that bitch, and now you know you're that bitch, and everyone knows you're that bitch. You don't need to post it, okay? But you can if you want to. But when you do, it's going to come with some backlash now because you have a lot of eyes on you. Things were moving very slowly at first. It may have felt like you were never going to get to where you are or where you're going. But things are taking off here. You have left the mental cloud, the chatter, the BS behind in the past where it belongs. You're focusing on you, which is the only you. Exactly. You're protecting what you are building at this moment here. You're making good financial decisions. You're moving ahead accordingly, listening to God, working with the universe, whomever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. You're working with your spirit team, your ancestors, higher beings, ascended masters. Insert whatever you call your higher self. King of Pentacles in reverse here. So like I said, yeah, like there are some emasculated males. If this is a female, this is, you're going to be dealing with some insecure men problems here. Okay? I'm just going to give you a heads up here. But, you can mitigate this shit by... And that's the fucked up thing. A lot of the people bashing you online are going to be men. Hierophant and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you don't need to, like, defend your stance and what you do. You are not here to destroy the patriarchy, nor are you here to coddle people's feelings and emotions. If someone doesn't like you for being you, that's a they problem, okay? That's not for you to even, like, entertain or, like, explore, okay? Truly, like, give up on, like, trying to defend yourself here. You are not the issue. Let me repeat that. You are not the issue here. These people have problems with you. You don't have a problem with none of them. It's not personal for you. We're not focused on anybody but ourselves and protecting what we are building here. Now, if you got a boo, your boo may be going through some money spells. Maybe they in their head about it, but they gonna figure it the fuck out. This 5 of Cups here, yeah, like this person, going to come up out that depression here. You got the decisions to make with the Justice card here. Yeah. The Justice card, the Devil in reverse, the Death card in reverse with the 7 of Swords here. So this is someone here is very, like, attached to you. This person don't want to let you out your contract. This person don't want to let you go. This person is pulling on your energy hella hard. Like, I don't know who this person is to you with the Death, the Devil, and the 7 of fucking Swords in reverse. There is somebody here, and this person finna go to Judgment. They got the Hermit in reverse. So they're about to lose out. Isolation, depression, like being unwise, foolishness here. This person could have been at the top of the mountain, but they wanted to fucking fall off. Because they or called somewhere else with this Judgment card here. This could be a partner who your glow up is really taking them through this dark night of the soul. This real, like, it's really putting them through it here. But with the Judgment here, this person may snap the fuck out of it and wake the hell up. It may take some time though, but it's up to you. Or this person may get left in the dust, and then once they get left, they're gonna see what they had. Or it takes almost walking away for them to wake the fuck up. Depending on how you want to do it. If you want to deal with this, you can. You can and you can't. It's up to you. It's really, you hold the keys, because this person does desire you, but this person is deceptive here. This person is like maybe they really secretly don't want you to get the promotion. They don't really want to move because of your new job. Like, you know what I mean? They're acting like they're on board, but they really don't want to go. But maybe they're going to go anyway. You know what I mean? They got to leave their mama and them behind. But, you know, they're picking you. It could be something like that as well, you know? Take it how it resonates, okay? I'm going to leave it right there for today, guys. This was a pretty long reading. I just really felt this energy, guys. Yeah. Guys, this was on point. Let me know how you felt about this reading. Please leave a like. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. If you need additional clarity, book a personal reading. Okay? 30 minutes for $40 is not a bad deal. Alright. Until next time, guys, I love you. Drink water, be safe, and peace.